live as Van is in the camera with no mic on. Oh my God, this dude. Guys, what is going on? How is everybody doing today? We are, Andre, we're at the grand opening.
It is amazing here.
Yeah, we are at the grand opening of the brand new Platinum City Gaming on 294 Winthrop?
Yep.
294 Winthrop Street, Taunton, Massachusetts. If you are in the New England area, please come check it out. It is fantastic.
Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
Man. We got to see the little behind the scenes before while it was getting done.
Oh yeah.
But to see it done.
Done.
Yeah, done. Yeah. It's phenomenal, man.
Oh, it's fantastic. I love it.
It's like a club in here.
It.
I'm just sitting here looking.
That's
just
true.
like, so when like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock hits.
Oh yeah, it
when
starts
the adults
bumping.
come out to play.
That's when the adults come out to play. That's when Drunken Mario Party happens.
Yeah.
With Super Mario Party, we will be like all set.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be hype. I cannot wait. Oh boy.
That's
but
nice here right
it is a very nice place. I love it. We got basketball. We got arcade machines, Switches, PS4. We saw some VR, and you finally saw VR for the first time, apparently. I did not know that. Man, what else we got? We got some WiiU. We got for Smash.
Got the new Mario Tennis up in here.
Oh, new Mario Tennis. We were just dominating them.
Kyle just showed me what time
I'm about to
it is,
go pick that up after this.
And
but I
then
got to
we
go to
can
a graduation party at the same time, too.
So we could both do doubles
Yes.
online together and go cook people.
Oh, yeah. Roast them.
Because you served me one.
Now, are we roasting them or frying them?
I want to bake them and then fry them.
Oh, you want to bake them and fry them. So you want to make them a little juicy.
Double dipping.
You want them juicy a little bit? Okay.
I have fun. Mario Tennis is phenomenal. For people that don't know, it just came out today.
Oh, yeah.
Friday, sorry.
Friday, yes. Yesterday it came out.
Friday.
I was tempted to actually get the digital version, only because if you pre-ordered it on the eShop, you got 600 gold coins.
That's why I got all them coins.
I should have did that.
I didn't know what it was from.
But because I'm hard-headed and I need physical copies, and I need my Switch to look nice with all the things, I didn't do that. But whatever. It goes on. Life goes on.
Exactly.
And stuff. But, speaking of new games, we have finally get to wrap up E3 today.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my goodness. I must say, I'm going to say it like this. It's a very interesting E3 this year.
I've been hearing that from a lot of people. A lot of people are right here with it.
Yeah.
It's not like wow. It's not like bleh, except for two ones we'll get into.
Yeah.
Other than that, everyone's at a balanced level with E3 right now.
Yeah, I would say as far as the excitement level of this year compared to last year, it's not as exciting. Because last year was like, holy moly.
Well,
not saying there wasn't any exciting news. There was some great exciting news this year, but I can't think of the word.
it's kind of like
the overall,
like
the overall feeling.
The feeling.
Oh my God, the word feeling. The overall feeling of E3 is just, it was good, but not super exciting. But again, there's a lot of big exciting news. There was some interesting news after E3.
I think there was a lot of cool little things that came out after E3.
Right. Like the other day, they announced Life is Strange 2.
Yeah.
Which was humongous. I was like, whoa, where did that come from, Square? Sure. Wait, yeah. Where was that during their conference? Square Enix announces Life is Strange 2 not during their conference, after the conference.
We know how we felt about Square Enix.
Well, we're going to get into that. We'll get into quick, reviews. Yeah, again, if you guys missed our reviews. We'll get into a little quick breakdown of everything. So, should be quite interesting. Yeah. Oh, boy. All right, so where do we start? EA.
But EA started it all.
EA started it all a couple Saturdays ago.
Yep.
Not a bad conference. I will say not a bad conference. But for me, it was only a couple games. It was Unravel 2, which came out that day. I still haven't got it yet. But
I haven't played it, though.
Nice. And then, obviously, Anthem.
Anthem's the biggest thing.
Anthem looks fantastic.
It does.
I cannot wait to get Anthem on my brand new PC.
Yes.
That was recently built.
My boy Kyle got his PC here.
I still need my monitor, keyboard, and mouse. So not fully done yet.
But you got a beast, though. You do got a beast.
I do have a, oh boy. I have Overkill Beast.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. It'll work out fine. So EA overall, as far as grade, I gave it a B.
Now, did you rewatch any of these? Because I rewatched every one of them.
I rewatched a little bit. I didn't rewatch EA because I was like, all right, I already know what the deal is. You know, Unravel 2 came out that day, then Anthem, and that was the only thing that really was like interesting for me. I mean, I had the most obvious call in the history of any conference, which was Battlefield Royale. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I knew it was going to happen. I knew Battlefield Royale was going to happen. And it was just like.
And it happened.
Oh, yeah. And like Van was like convinced, like, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm like, yeah, it's going to happen. I was like, because one, the gimmick of Battle Royale is humongous, obviously. Everybody knows that as a gamer. But also the name just fits. Yeah. Battlefield Royale. You
called it, and remember what I said when you called? I said the thing that makes sense with Battlefield, out of all shooters, I feel like Battlefield had the easiest one to make a Battle Royale because the game's already close to that. Yes. So now they just make it free for all. That's all they have to do. So
it's a much bigger game. Yeah. Battlefield's always been a much bigger game. It's going to fit for Battle Royale as opposed to Call of Duty, who's trying to do a Battle Royale, and I don't think it's going to work out too well.
Which surprisingly, they didn't show anything Battle Royale-wise yet. And
Call of Duty.
They've showed all this stuff, but people still are lost about what is their Battle Royale going to be.
So the question is, do you think it's ready to show off?
I don't think it's ready. I think they look at it as we have till October. By maybe September, they'll be running betas on it. Because they said to open betas, but I think that's just the multiplayer. I don't know about the Battle Royale, so we'll see.
We'll see.
Maybe it comes out after launch, you know.
Possibly, but if they're, promoting it now, that should be at launch.
Sure.
Because now you got to compete with Battlefield Royale and stuff.
I wanted Star Wars. Remember I told you.
Yes.
Well, Van had said it.
Yep.
I would have liked Star Wars Battle Royale, but they gave Battlefield the one instead.
The only thing I feel about that is that now you're going to get overkill as far as EA goes with Battle Royale.
Yeah,
because then you're going to have Battlefield Royale. It's going to be the newer game. And then you'd have Battlefront Royale. So it's like, yeah, keep it the same. Just keep it the way. They're adding the characters from the Clone Wars, which is interesting.
Cool.
Which is interesting. People have mixed, feelings about that because some people didn't like the Clone Wars, and some people really liked the Clone Wars, I guess. But as far as I'm concerned, those three movies are like, to me as far as all of them. But it's cool. It's cool. I would have liked to see Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see Qui-Gon.
They better.
I would have played as Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon got to come out for it, man. They got to be something.
I hope so. I hope Qui-Gon comes out with it.
Surprise us.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Come on, they got the new Han Solo the new movie that just came out. They got him in it already.
That's true.
And Lando. I'm like, come on, you got them in it, but you don't got.
I feel like Qui-Gon doesn't get any respect.
He doesn't.
He doesn't get any respect, but he was like a badass character.
He was dope.
I loved him.
And the most ridiculous person of all time played him. So the most over.
The man with many skills.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will find you and I will kill you.
I will find you and I will kill you. Except Darth Maul killed him in that movie.
So.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, exactly. So. I went back and rewatched every single conference.
Okay.
They had on YouTube. They had a highlight reel, and they showed the highlights. They showed the bad, the good.
Yep.
So I watched it. I said, you know what? Maybe it was in the moment. Let me see where I'm standing. When I originally watched EA, I believe I gave it a D+.
You gave EA a D+?
I forget what I gave EA. No, I gave EA a C. If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. I don't remember. We're going to have to go back to the video and find out.
Regardless, my overall, so what I'm going to do is after we talk about it, I'm going to always say.
You know what, now that I remember, I think I might have given them a C+, now that I think about it.
Well, I'm going to give them a D, a flat D. I don't know if I already did, but I'm going to give them a flat D after watching, because like you just said, only Anthem, which Anthem is great. I'm not knocking Anthem.
Yep.
And Sea of Solitude, don't forget about that. That's going to be a great game. Little possessed little girl and all that. That's going to be good. And Unravel 2, which I haven't got to play myself, but I have it.
Yep.
Looks phenomenal and everyone's loving it. Other than that, they've abandoned their sports games.
God, yeah.
Yeah. Like the crazy thing to me is my nephews play these sport games every year.
Yeah.
Not one of them. Like usually I was like, oh, Andre, what happened with Uncle, what happened with Madden? Anything new coming out? Last year I was able to tell him, yeah, there's a new long shot mode. We'll see how it plays.
Yep.
This year I was like,
Nothing.
honestly, I see nothing on Madden.
No.
I see nothing beside NBA Live. They put more focus on NBA Live than any other thing.
Yeah.
Nothing on NHL. And then they just announced the other day.
Yeah, they did. They finally did announce that, thank God. I was
so
like,
I'm
oh
just
God.
like, but if I have to base, this is the thing about it. We have to base off the conference, which means how the performance was, how the presentation was, what they did, all that. That's what E3 is about. So I give them a D. And the only reason why they don't get an F is because of the 3 games I named. And I don't really care about Battlefield, in fairness. And that they're trying to fix Star Wars.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm sticking with the D, solid. That's my final score on it.
Yeah, now that I remember, I think I did give it like a C+ at that point. Oh, maybe that was, no, PlayStation was a C+, I know that.
Yep.
May have given it like a B- or something. But, yeah, not a lot of emphasis on the sports stuff. But they did have, Sea of Solitude, Unravel 2, and freaking Anthem. So
3 games.
Not bad.
Kyle, 3 games ain't. That's not carrying over, bro. And then to not put a focus on your sports.
Nope.
Not carrying over.
Right.
Unacceptable to me. So
yep.
That's EA for us.
That was EA. So next was, in my opinion,
Bethesda, right?
No.
Bethesda came?
No, because Saturday was.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Saturday was only EA.
I was drinking a little bit.
Yeah, and then Sunday, in my opinion, the best conference of the whole of all of E3, Xbox.
I agree.
So there have been a lot of mixed reactions to this. I have seen people give their conference a C. I have seen people give this conference an A, me included. The people that give it a C are saying because it's all 2019, which I can understand their gripe with all of 2019 and not really hardcore release dates. But at the same time, we got some dope games. So to give it anything lower than a B?
I agree, Kyle. I agree.
No.
I'm just like you. Now, you know, Microsoft's my lifeline. And I told everyone this year was make or break for them.
Yes.
And the question comes down to, did they make or break? There's no way you can say they broke. They specifically did everything they needed to. From what I've been hearing from most people, yeah, they had a good showing and how they organized it was great, but they didn't have no exclusives. And I'm like, but you gotta understand.
They had no what?
This is what I said. They started off the E3. Van predicted this, which me and Kyle was like, nah, it's gonna be Forza.
Yeah, per
They
usual.
started off the E3 with Halo, a new Halo.
Yeah. Open world Halo.
Not Halo Wars 2, Halo Wars 3. Open world Halo game, Halo Infinite.
Yep.
That's how they start their E3. And you know what I love the most about their conference after rewatching, Kyle?
Yep.
That everything we thought they would do on the norm, like give a big time slot to Forza, bring a car out on stage, they said scrap it all. They said none of that production, none of that promotion, none of that people coming out talking for 3 hours. Each person that they did have come out, they had a meaning to why they came out.
Which we'll get to that in a minute.
Exactly. So to me, just go, Kyle, because I must say, as a fan, I know people saying there's no games this year, but you must understand one thing about Microsoft. Not only did they show us games that had release dates, which we'll get into about Sony, they showed release dates for 2019. They also showed us what's going to be in the future because they paid out so many developers to work on new games for them.
Yeah.
That's
that
big.
True.
So that means next E3, look at this. Next E3, we're going to get an announcement of new games and new IPs, period, because they hired them to make new games. Yep. And what I like that Phil said was, if you loved Hellblade, how do you pronounce it? Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice?
Yeah.
If you love that game by Ninja Theory, Phil Spencer said, we are getting more single-player games just like that, only on the Xbox. That is big.
Yep.
That is big. They bought out. They bought out. When I say buy, I don't mean they own the company. I mean they got exclusivity with that company for games that are only going to be developed for Microsoft. So we know some games coming out next year, like the Cuphead, and we know
the Cuphead DLC.
We know about that. We know about Gears of War 5, which Gears of War 5's enough.
We will get to that in a minute.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, Kyle, man. Go ahead. We'll get it.
So I like the fact that they brought out these brand new studios which I'm going to find the
doing
names.
Research right now to make sure
Doing
you got
it just so I get it down right. All right, so one of them is The Initiative.
Yep.
Entirely new Santa Monica, California-based studio being headed by Daryl Gallagher, former studio head at Crystal Dynamics, which originally made Tomb Raider.
Yeah, there you go.
It's the original ones for Tomb Raider.
Yep.
Next is Undead Labs, the team behind State of Decay 1 and 2.
Yep.
So they're going to be now exclusive,
Yep.
or have exclusivity, some exclusivity. What I heard was that these studios will make exclusive for Xbox, but they can make games for other companies.
Yeah.
as well.
So what's happening with that? Because I seen a whole YouTube breakdown of that.
Yep.
I want to be clear about that. When they say that they bought these people out, they actually technically have, just like how they got Minecraft.
Yep.
It's theirs now. Like we're
Yes.
talking about Ninja Theory. We're talking about all the ones he's about to name. They bought them, and they're going to be making games for Microsoft. But Sony and even Nintendo can still get games made from them.
Yep.
But any game that comes out made for Microsoft will not ever be like timed exclusive. Will not ever be.
It'll
maybe
be
a few,
only exclusive.
It's only on the Xbox and PC.
Which Ninja Theory is the other one that Andre just brought up.
Yep.
They made Kung Fu Chaos, and obviously the developers behind Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, as well as, well, this one I'm like, yeah, which is the DMC Devil May Cry,
Yep.
which is the brown-haired,
The one that long.
the brown-haired Dante.
Yeah.
So, which I still have to play the other 4.
Yeah.
Which I was actually kind of mad, not to go off subject. I found Devil May Cry 4 for like $8 the other day on the PlayStation Store, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Is that the special collector's edition? Dude, it's on Game Pass for free right now.
Damn.
I just got it.
But I have the whole collection
That's dope.
on my PlayStation right now.
Yeah.
So I'll be streaming the shit out of that. I'm not gonna lie, because I haven't played it, and it's right up my alley.
It's so good.
All right, so Playground Games is next. UK-based team behind Forza Horizon series is similarly making its Microsoft relationship permanent. All right, so they're going to be permanent.
Yeah.
And Spencer noted that the studio has been limited to Forza Horizon games, but it will now bring its open world expertise to an entirely new project. Gee, I wonder which one that is, because it's only been brought up 95 times by this guy and a bunch of other Xbox guys. I'll let you say the name though, Andre. It's your baby.
Fable is finally going to be in the hands of a great studio.
Oh yeah.
Since our boy Peter Molyneux was doing it. I think
Yes.
that's how you pronounce his name.
Peter Molyneux.
Molyneux, yeah.
Molyneux.
Molyneux is how you pronounce it?
Molyneux.
Molyneux.
He's British.
So now we get Fable done by the Forza Horizon team, which we all know how great Forza is. But guess what, you guys? For them to be doing Fable is major. There's going to be love put into Fable again.
Gonna be quite interesting to see what they do with
we
it.
get a trailer next year at E3, but still the game won't be
Oh,
until
wait.
20
Whoa. Early
2020.
prediction.
I'm just saying.
Early
I'm just
prediction
saying.
for next year.
I'm just
Holy
saying, I'm
moly.
just saying.
All right, and then the last company is Compulsion Games, the Canadian developer behind the upcoming We Happy Few.
That comes out this year, by the way.
It does. Game's August release. That title is being published by Gearbox for both Xbox One, Windows, and PlayStation 4. It's unclear if Microsoft's acquisition will change those plans, which I don't think they will,
Too late now.
only because of Gearbox's involvement. Which, to go off subject again, I was shocked no Borderlands 3 for the second year in a row.
I was hoping your prediction was right about Borderlands.
I thought last year it would happen. That was my bold prediction last year. It didn't. Then there was heavy rumors that it would be this year, and nothing. So I was like, damn. Here's the thing with predictions, in my opinion. I give it a 2-year handicap.
Yeah.
If you don't get it in the 2 years, you're not allowed to predict it anymore.
Just leave it.
You leave it alone. If you keep predicting every year, then forget it. You ran out your handicap.
It won't count anymore at that
It
point.
does not count. Nope, I'm sorry. So after that huge announcement, we got into some games.
Yep.
Specifically, some, arcade old game that we got all excited about, and I even clipped how we kind of predicted it at the beginning before the conference, and then clipped the reaction to it?
That's pretty cool. I got to see that because I was pretty spot on with my conference. With Microsoft, I was pretty spot on with almost everything. And the whole Battletoad thing that me and you was talking about.
We've been saying it for years, though.
We have, but no. But listen. Let me tell you something. We even, like you just said, you give a 2-year gap. But this is the thing about it, though. When the company's owner is coming out, and when Microsoft's boss is coming out, and he's wearing a shirt that has a Battletoad symbol on it, one only has the right to think that way. He was doing that since 2014. So since 2014, I've been saying, oh, well, you know it's coming. But this year, we had said before the show, this is why I'm giving us credit on this. You had said before the show, Van had said it, right? When he said,
No. I asked the question, what would you guys do if they announced Battletoads?
Exactly.
And you said you'd poop your pants.
Yeah.
So did you poop your pants?
I did. But I had a pamper on. I already had a Depends on.
Oh, you had your Depends on?
But Battletoads was such a great announcement.
Holy moly.
And to hear that it's next year, once again, another game coming next year, and it's going to be done over in 4K with the Battletoads. That's enough said. There's nothing else to say, man. Like, it's Battletoads, dude.
Watching my reaction when that happened was actually kind of funny because I distinctly remember when I literally knew what it was. It was the second they put up the word 3 in green. The second I did that, that's when I went, no way. And I was like in shock. And if I wasn't at my brother's apartment at that time, I would have gone nuts.
That was such a
I would have went psycho.
It
was incredible.
Yep.
That was unbelievable.
Battletoads is going to be great. And since it's a 2019 release, I think it's going to be around springtime. And just remember, people, it's going to be on Game Pass for free if you have the Game Pass.
It is. It is. That is humongous. Yeah. So they also talked. They actually announced Dying Light 2.
Dying Light 2.
Dying Light 2 was also announced. I didn't play the first one, but I heard that it was very repetitive.
Yeah.
Extremely repetitive.
What they did, Kyle, what Microsoft did before you name the games, because that's not an exclusive. So the reason I'm saying this is because what Microsoft did this year was, even though a lot of games they show multi-platform, it's the point that they were shown on the Microsoft Surface first.
Yes.
And that was big because normally PlayStation does that. So now all the Sony fanboys, they're pissed because they're like, oh, Xbox had no exclusive. It's like, hold up. How many times have you guys shown 4 games and then do nothing but multi-plat?
Right.
Usually they're the ones that get that. So when Phil's telling everyone, we're working with Japan. Jump Force was big.
Oh, my God, Jump Force was huge.
Which is the anime crossover game, which I've been looking at gameplay almost every day on.
I'm sure you have.
It does not fight like J-Stars, which that game sucked. It fights more like Naruto Storm games if you like Naruto.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, the fact that they've shown it first, and usually PlayStation has all them Japanese things, they showed that. They showed the Cold Vein clip. They showed the.
Oh my God!
I mean, they just went back to back to back to back. Then the game I told Colin before the show also Sons of Vesperia, which Kyle and Van aren't familiar with.
Yep.
But to me, that game was big because on the 360, it was so big and it was only on the 360.
Yes.
No, this one isn't just on the Xbox One, but the fact that they showed it when this could have been something that Sony showed, to me it was more about the fact that they got to it first.
Yeah.
They took Sony's formula.
Yeah.
They said games, talk 10 minutes. Games, talk for 4 minutes. Game.
Boom.
Breakthrough announcement.
And that's why you got to do.
Which we know what that breakthrough. The reason why I say they're the best conference.
Which should have went last. Again.
We agree. We both agree on that. But the reason we both, I feel the energy from it. The reason we both give Microsoft it because not only did they show games, they also, at least it's 2019 release date windows.
Yeah.
And the greatest thing about what they did was they took away from that regular formula that they always do of having someone come out to talk about bullcrap for 20, 30, playing music. We're going to talk about some other stuff later.
Oh, my God, but
15, 20
in
minutes.
Bethesda,
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about that. But they did everything right. Can I ask something quickly? Yeah, sure. Ask us a question, man.
Walt Drider, what's going on, man? How you doing? Sorry, guys, I can't stay long. Can I ask something quick? Yeah, absolutely, Walt Drider. We are here to answer your questions about E3 or anything. Game related, anything game related.
Anything game related,
Keep it
please.
game related. Well, please.
But
All
yeah,
right.
we both agree on that because they were the only one that had surprises, Kyle.
So I'll say this too. I will say this. The other two announcements that blew me away.
You notice we haven't set them yet because Kyle's trying to hold on to that.
The other two announcements that blew me away were, I will say this, but not the one that completely blew me away, which was, we'll get to that in a minute, but the one, Sekio.
Yes, that.
Which we didn't realize, we did not realize this, but that was the game they showed at the Game Awards.
Yeah, that's
when they showed the hand. That was the dude's arm. I was like, whoa.
And I was so happy because I said, that's Ninja Gaiden.
And I'm like, no, it's not.
It's like, no, it's a more advanced version of Ninja Gaiden. That's
it is might be harder version of Ninja Gaiden. Oh, my God. Can you suggest a TV show and a game on Steam?
I guess that's game related. TV show Game of Thrones, nothing else to say. Me and Kyle will agree. Yep. Game of Thrones, 100%. Yep. Game on Steam, Kyle, maybe?
Let's see. Getting Over It. Oh, my God. Have you tried that, Wall Rider? Getting Over It? Because, oh, boy, if you're looking for a rage game, yeah, that would be it.
Ain't Cuphead on Steam, too?
That's a good question. I'll have to check.
I believe Cuphead's on Steam now.
Cuphead might be on Steam. If Cuphead's on Steam, Wall Rider, absolutely pick that game up. That game is fantastic. It is extremely hard as well, but you'll love it. And speaking of Cuphead, thank you for the segue, new Cuphead DLC as Miss Chalice is a third character, and new island, apparently. And this will be coming out next year. Yes. Should be quite interesting to see what they do with that.
Yes, Cuphead, man.
Yep. Okay, but the other one that blew my mind, and because we were just talking about it 2 seconds ago, was Devil May Cry 5.
Oh, my goodness.
Holy shit.
Devil May Cry 5,
I just swore. I'm sorry. I don't care. But that game, I was like, I haven't played one yet, but those games are right up my alley, and that is a series I've been dying to play for ages, and they announced Devil May Cry 5, so I am absolutely playing those the second I can get back on stream.
Dude.
For sure.
Devil May Cry was so great, and once again, a game that should have been at Sony or at Sony's conference. Microsoft pulled it out. I played Cuphead, and I was.
Well, if you haven't played Getting Over It, if you thought Cuphead was bad, yeah, that's gonna be worse. So.
But yeah, Devil May Cry for Microsoft to show that off, and no one knew it was coming. And especially if you thought it was coming, you wouldn't think it would be at Microsoft's conference.
No,
that was big.
No.
That was big.
That was huge. Huge.
And it looked really good.
Dude, I can't wait. Devil May Cry 5 is going to be awesome.
That was
going to be incredible. So we have Devil May Cry 5. They showed a little Fallout 76. Of course, we talked about Forza Horizon, Just Cause 4, another one. They showed a little, they kind of showed the same thing. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Same
trailer.
Yeah.
Actually, that was first. Yeah. Then Square Enix showed the same trailer after that.
No, Square Enix, yeah, you're right.
Which we'll get into that. Sea of Thieves update, which will be new content coming to it. Maybe I'll get back on. Maybe I'll get on it finally. I don't know.
Game Pass, why not?
I might as well at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, and then obviously they said Forza, The Division 2. They talked about that a little bit. Crackdown 3.
Yes.
They showed Crackdown 3 gameplay.
And it looked good.
It did look good. But the problem is, we got hyped. Listen, we got hyped at the time. Okay, I will say that. We got hyped at the time. We're like, holy shit, that looked good. But just remember, this game has been in development for like 5-6 years.
Exactly.
So if this thing doesn't come out by like, at this point it's 2019.
March.
If it ain't out by March, and I know it has a release date in February, if it ain't out by then, forget it. Thanks, guys, for suggesting. I am looking for summer discount. Yes, Steam sale is going on, which I better get my PC going so I can get some Steam sales going on.
They're going. Steam sales are crazy.
So, as I get back to my list. So, Crackdown 3, we got hyped on that, but again, we got to wait. There's awesome adventures of Captain Spirit, Life is Strange.
Yep.
All right. All right. So I'm going to talk about this game first.
Yep.
Because we're getting to the big one right after this. And we got to wrap up Xbox Day.
This should have been before the one you're saying.
Cyberpunk.
Yes.
Okay, so great trailer. Looked like a nice trailer, but it was only a trailer. Basically, it was like people were getting super hyped about it. They're like, "Oh my God, Cyberpunk!"
In
Holy
one game
moly!
of the show, do you know that?
In one game of show?
IGN, Game Informer, GameSpot.
Wait.
All think. Yes, I know.
Wait. Hold on.
I know, Cal.
Hold on. So you're telling me Cyberpunk 2077 that had no gameplay, not allowed to be playing it,
I agree.
won Game of Show?
I agree.
Is it going to win Game of the Year and it's not even out yet?
I agree.
This is why IGN is the idiot gaming network.
When I seen that, I said, hold up. Not only was that made me mad.
Yep.
Gears of War 5 was the nominee.
Okay. So.
This is.
So now that you said that, I am done with Cyberpunk because screw them because they didn't show anything.
They showed a cinematic trailer.
They showed a cinematic trailer. Bullshit.
And to me, like I said, I'm glad it was at Microsoft's conference, but it
Cool.
didn't wow me. Ooh, even I think the trailer last year they showed was better.
You mean 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
It was like 2-3 years ago that we last saw Cyberpunk.
I think it was
and
better.
that was like a realism trailer.
Yeah.
So we didn't even see anything. We didn't even know what the world looked like. Now we know what the world looked like. All of a sudden it's game of the show.
Everyone is, for some reason, just so overpumped. I understand everyone likes CD Projekt Red. I love them because they made Witcher.
Yep.
But come on, guys. Let's be realistic, man.
I'm not hating on it. I'm not hating on Cyberpunk. But we haven't seen anything. We saw a trailer and what it looks like.
That's
cool.
all I'm saying, man.
But, like, I don't know. But actually, did they actually show gameplay? Oh, you know what? They did. I'm sorry. I stand correct. They did show gameplay because it was because it was like in third party like that. So I take that back. So they did show gameplay, and the gameplay did look good. I do remember that. But to be game of show, no.
Not for that trailer.
Stop.
And it's first person, which a lot of people aren't happy about.
I thought it was third person.
First person.
It's first person? I have to look that up.
Look it up. I believe it's first person because a lot of people are pissed off right now. I remember them responding to it being first.
Oh, no. You know what? I take that back again. That wasn't Cyberpunk. That's what we're going to talk about when we get to Ubisoft. It wasn't Cyberpunk. So we saw nothing on Cyberpunk.
I was going to say, I'm telling you, the only thing I remember seeing that cinematic in-game trailer, I guess. But yeah, I think Project Red is.
You're right.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk is played in a first-person perspective.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we're going to have to see something on it eventually.
I still just don't feel like it should have got no game. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
It should not have won Game of Show. But quickly, Gears of War 5, holy moly, I wasn't going to believe it. And I will say this. It was funny when they announced the Gears Pop game.
Yeah.
Oh, you were like, holy shit, and then boom, Gears Pop. And I was like, yes.
They trolled me so bad.
Yeah, I was actually happy. But then they were like, please welcome Rod Ferguson. And I went, there he is. Then we're going to see it right now.
Man.
So right when he came out, they announced Gears Tactics.
Yep.
They actually said it was for PC. So I will be getting that.
That's a PC exclusive.
PC exclusive. So I will be getting that for sure.
I
with
was
my brand new PC.
Kyle, you kept telling me to be patient because I said, oh my God, did they just really announce Pops? And then after they did the PC, they trolled the hell out of us because then after they Gears Tactics, and I'm like, oh my God, you're like, Andre, be patient. You never.
Andre, be patient.
I'm like, Kyle, they're showing a PC game. Then, boom, like a hot
Gears
nuke
5.
into your face.
Can I just say the emotions?
I know.
The emotions going on with that trailer.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, what the frick happened to JD?
Yeah, oh, my God.
We will find out. Then all of a sudden, like, Kate doesn't like JD. Then we got friggin' Dell going whatever. Marcus shaved his beard.
JD has a beard.
JD has a beard,
all big
and he's
stuffy.
bald.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So it's going to be a time skip, which is really cool.
Yes. But they got to show something to see how this happened, which we'll probably get to that eventually.
Gears was so dope because I predicted they were going to show Gears 5. But I thought when they said Gears 5, it was going to be a cinematic trailer. And most of that was the same action, but then they started showing.
But they were showing campaign
Yeah,
trailers.
I'm like,
that's why I was like, this is campaign trailers. Holy shit.
you see them on the water on that new vehicle they're driving, and you know when you play 2 players, someone's going to be driving while someone's shooting. Then you go in the caves, you see the cogs do the pointless cogs that I can't stand. They are taken over by the creatures went inside the cogs and they're making a new being, like mixing robot with alien, like.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Those damn robots from from 4. I hate them.
Gears
But
5.
I love it. As a longtime Gears fan, it looks fantastic.
In
I can't
2019.
wait.
It's 2019.
Well, I mean, look how far in development they are. So
That's
guess
what was
what?
shocking. That's what
So
was
guess what? I know you're moving to Virginia, but you're coming back to Boston in March.
Oh man, PAX East is coming.
You're going.
I gotta go.
You better
man.
like not go. You gotta go now. Gears 5 will be there. I'm predicting that right now.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And if Rod's there again, I'm taking another picture of him and say, I need to update my picture with you. So I get Gears 4 and Gears 5. What?
You still got your picture with him?
I should.
You lucky bastard.
I should still have that picture.
I think he's the coolest dude in the world.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
I think he's the coolest dude in the world, man.
But yeah, overall, what a fantastic Xbox conference. That was a great Xbox conference.
Yeah.
I gave it an A, and I stick to my A.
I stick with the A also.
It was incredible. While I'm looking for this, next conference
Was Bethesda.
was Bethesda.
Make a real long
Boom!
story short.
Boom!
That's so dope.
Boom!
Show them, Kyle.
Yeah, show him. Boom! There he is.
That's dope.
Rod Ferguson.
Was he a cool guy when you meet him? Because you know how some people.
Oh, he was mad chill.
I knew he was.
Oh, he was mad chill. Let me tell you something. I met Rod Ferguson 2 years ago at PAX. Before that, in 2015, at Rhode Island Comic-Con, I met Charles Martinet, which I've told you numerous times. Both guys were super chill. I loved it.
That's cool.
Because Rod, when I went up to him, literally first thing he asked me was, so how do you like the game?
Which one?
And I was like, that was Gears 4.
Gears 4.
He's like, so how do you like the game? I was being honest with him. I don't think I mean, I'm sure he wants honesty. But I was like, you know, it took me a while to get the code at the time and stuff. But what I played, it was really good. Yeah. He's like, have you played it here yet? I'm like, no, but I definitely am. Yeah. Oh, my God. But I was like, dude, I've been such a long-time fan. He actually introduced me and our buddy Albert to the guy that designed the multiplayer.
That's dope.
And I was like, dude, this is sick. Albert got a picture with both of them. I wish I got a picture with both of them now, but I mean, I got a picture of Rod Ferguson. That's enough for me. That dude was on stage in LA, and I got a picture. I'm so hyped.
That's dope.
I'm hyped again about the whole thing. But anyway, moving on from the hype of Rod Ferguson to the hype of Todd Howard.
Yeah.
Bethesda, minus the music, had a pretty good showing.
They were good.
I liked their showing. They talked about Rage 2.
Yep.
Should be quite interesting. I did not play Rage 1, but Rage 2, you know, looks like a really fast-paced Borderlands type game.
Yeah, it does.
Much more fast-paced than Borderlands. I'm not sure if it's going to be. I don't know how I feel about it because like I like faster-paced games, but I guess I'd have to play the first one to get a little gist of what's going on because it's really like Mad Max. Yeah. That game's very Mad Max.
It's like a first-person Mad Max.
Exactly. Which Borderlands is like a Mad Max, but it's a little bit slower. You can build things, customize a lot, so it's legit. So we talked about Rage 2. I'm going to have to bring up the list now because I haven't watched in a while. But new Doom, Eternal. My question to you is this. Is it a direct sequel of 2016 Doom? Because that's what threw me off a little. I'm like, it's not Doom 2, it's Doom Eternal. Yeah. So is this a sequel to Doom 2016?
That's a good question. I mean, they didn't give a release date for it, so.
They did not.
It could be next year, 2020.
Yep. Should be quite interesting.
I hated the beginning, though, Kyle. The beginning.
I know. We're not even going to talk about the beginning. We just talk about the games.
I know, but we have to rate the conference. Like, we're not just rating the games because if that's the case.
We've already done the ratings.
No, I know. I'm just saying overall, like, to me, it was like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Doom was great. The Quake champions,
Quake Champions, which I still don't know if it had a release date or not. I'm
Did
so
it?
confused. Someone told me last year it was out. Now all of a sudden there's like, oh, release date, and I'm like, I'm so confused right now. I need to figure this out.
Yeah.
Someone needs to tell me on chat if Quake Champions is officially out right now, or if it hasn't been officially out
People
yet.
might be playing it. We're sitting here wondering if it's out.
No kidding. My friend was playing it like last year, like, oh yeah, it's out, and I'm like, what the?
Elder Scrolls Online has 2 new DLCs coming out.
Yep.
Which
With one is Monster Hunter,
Yep.
which was very interesting.
Yep.
I said they paid Capcom a lot of money to get that,
Oh, definitely.
for sure.
Definitely, man.
New DLC for Prey, which will have a ton of new modes, and apparently a story mode, which I thought originally had a story mode, but apparently it's something different, which is why I still got to play that.
Yeah.
That's on my very long laundry list of games that I still have to play. So I will definitely be playing Prey. I can't say playing
Said
Prey.
playing blah.
Playing play.
Play, play, play.
Playing Play. Playing Prey. I will be playing that. Okay. So, new Prey VR and Wolfenstein experiences were announced. But, speaking of Wolfenstein, all right, the most unoriginal name that they could have came up with.
Kyle hates this.
Because, okay, no, listen. We got New Order, right? And the first one was Old Blood. Then this one's the New Colossus. So new and new. And then Young Blood. Can we be a little more creative with our names here?
A little uncreative.
Like, oh my God. Uncreativeness.
I agree.
Holy moly, it was uncreative. But nonetheless, Fallout 76, they gave a release date.
And it's multiplayer.
And it's multiplayer. The release date is November 14th.
Nice.
So be prepared, all you Fallout lovers,
Yeah,
which is,
but
I know a lot of them.
They're not going to be playing that. You know why? Because a few weeks before that, another game that's probably going to be game of the year is coming out. It involves a little, cowboys and, all that type of stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Fallout 76.
I mean, I'll be playing that.
Yeah.
I won't be playing Fallout 76. I'll
Yeah.
be playing the other one.
I'll be playing Red Dead.
Which we didn't hear anything about that.
I'm surprised.
shocked.
I'm surprised.
And then two huge announcements. Finally revealing Starfield.
Yep.
Which is going to be, that should be interesting. I'm not sure exactly what it's supposed to be specifically.
I keep saying it's going to be like No Man's Sky, but
Yeah.
better.
It might be. Oh, yeah, that's true. I agree with that. I think they would do something like that. And then the Big Mama,
Yep.
which might come out in like 2022.
I think Starfield, too. I think both of them are going to be 2022.
No. Starfield will come out sooner.
No.
But Elders, yeah.
It's not coming out next year.
No, it's not coming out next
So
year.
2020.
2020.
Yeah.
I'll say 2020 for Starfield. But 2021, we'll see Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah.
Finally, that got announced, and everybody was all happy. But that game ain't coming out for a long time.
You got to remember how the games work. When the game's announced, that means that you're going to get a trailer next year.
Yep.
Then the year after, you're going to get a gameplay trailer. And then the year after, the game is released.
Yes. Yes. Agreed. So, that was Bethesda's conference.
Yep.
Overall, they had a good performance. I gave them a B+. I thought it was very good. And we'll see what the future holds.
I gave them after rewatching, my final score for them is a C+.
You still giving them a C+.
Yep.
Holy moly.
C+.
Just because of that opening announcement.
No.
Opening thing. All right, so the next day was the big day.
Yep.
I don't know if we should even talk about the first conference.
You have to, just to run over it real quick.
Okay. So I guess we're going to talk Square Enix.
Square E what?
Square Be Soft. Because they were the soft ones.
Square Enix was soft this year, man.
I mean, like, they were, like, oh so comfy, blanket soft.
Not only were they bad this year, they were the worst conference. This is probably the worst conference I've seen in 5 years. They were bad.
This was just, if you guys haven't watched it, just don't.
Just don't.
Just don't.
I just had to burn for it, so you guys don't have to.
Yeah, it was, I don't even, I have no words. I still have no words. I mean, I can't even remember what they announced. They showed Tomb Raider. Okay, so they showed Tomb Raider. That was the big highlight of the thing. They showed Tomb Raider gameplay, and it looks fantastic.
Yep.
Tomb Raider looks fantastic, as always. I got to play the other two, but rest assured I will be playing the third one. It looks fantastic.
Yep.
And then
they showed the same Kingdom Hearts
the same Kingdom Hearts trailer. I don't even know. I know they showed a couple new IPs or new IP.
That one IP. That's
the Roman one, the Babylon one.
Not that one. The one with the dark, quiet, the quiet one.
The dark, quiet one.
It's like it was the guy who was fighting in the street and they went in the alley.
Babylon's Fall. That was the other one. That was the one I was trying to think of. And then that's where they showed Final Fantasy XIV Cross Monster Hunter. That was also good for the Final Fantasy XIV fans. They showed a little Dragon Quest. You know, here's the thing. If you look at the conference just on paper, it sounded like it was good, but it really wasn't. No, it was
That's the best way to put it. It looks
stinky
good.
poo-poo.
Yes.
So Babylon Fall was announced. Dragon Quest XI, they showed a little bit of that. Octopath Traveler, that was another good highlight. I like that. Now you think Octopath should be a $20 game?
No, I don't.
That's what you said the other day.
I think games that look like that and how many games I play. You know, I play a lot of indie games.
Yes.
A lot of indie games I play look just like that game. Like not just the art, just how open it's going to be, what they have.
I can agree with that. So we'll see. I don't even.
Square Enix suck.
I don't even know where to go with that. Let's put it this way. Let's just talk about why we have the huge gripe. You go. You're the Square Enix guy. We know.
Nothing on Final Fantasy VII.
Not a thing.
Not one thing. And our great friend Van had said, well, they probably didn't show Final Fantasy VII because they're going to show it at Sony.
Yeah.
They didn't. So no Final Fantasy. Nothing on the new Marvel game that they're working on. The Kingdom Hearts trailer was recycled.
Yep.
You suck, Square Enix. And after watching them again, I give Square Enix an F. I gave them a D-.
Yeah.
But I said I would never give a console an F because I feel like disrespectful. But after rewatching that bull crap, how do you make an F?
I can't do an F. I can't give them an F though. That's not an F.
F. Bye.
That's not an F.
I don't give a damn. It sucks.
Because you needed this. You know, I'm not even gonna do it. I still won't give them an F.
No.
Because of Tomb Raider, because of Octopath Traveler, and because of Final Fantasy Cross Monster Hunter.
So you mean two games that Nintendo showed? Hold up. Nintendo already showed Octopath. We already knew about that. Added the freaking Direct, they showed Octopath.
Yeah, I know.
That's one.
They showed a little more.
The Final Fantasy
that was
crossover
cool.
thing?
That was cool.
Mother.
I liked it. I mean, I don't play the game, but I thought it was cool.
They're releasing one monster every 2 months for that game. What the hell you gonna do after that monster?
That's very true.
And then 3, what was the other one? Tomb Raider.
We've
seen Tomb Raider over and over.
But that was extensive. That was very extensive. Give it credit. I'm trying to do a positive spin.
F plus.
There was after that though. There was nothing positive with Square Enix.
Let's go to the next one because I'm getting upset.
Yeah, I know. So next was our boys,
who we usually call
Ubisoft.
But this conference they were
Ubisoft. I pre-conference predicted they'd be Ubisoft. Boy, was I wrong.
I think I said Ubisoft too. No, actually.
No, you said Ubi. You and Van said Ubi. I said they'd be Ubisoft.
Yep.
But no, I was wrong.
At first, you was right when it started.
When
that joint started, I was like, Kyle's right.
No, because they showed Beyond Good and Evil 2 when they started.
Sure.
They showed gameplay, which that's the one that I was saying was third party.
Sure.
That's the one. I thought Cyberpunk was one. No, that was Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah, they showed some stuff.
So they showed that, and it looked third party.
It looks like Recore.
It does.
It looks like Recore.
It does. It does. Let me bring up the Ubisoft games.
Please.
But you could talk about your. You could talk about Super Mario Assassin's Creed Odyssey, if you want.
Assassin's Creed honestly looks good. I do wish they had a multiplayer. I made a prediction that I knew wasn't going to happen before. I know Kyle was like, hell no, but I just wanted it because I feel like the name of it just threw me off. Assassin's Creed Mario Odyssey. I was
Super
Mario Odyssey. I was shocked, so I thought it was going to be a Battle Royale Assassin's Creed type joint. Glad it wasn't. Based on Roman times, I mean, you get to train with Leonidas and carry his spear and sword and get to go against Achilles, all that Greek Roman stuff. I mean, going to be great.
The only problem I have now with Assassin's Creed,
No, I'd say because I didn't think about.
they're getting away from what made that game.
There's no longer assassins.
It's no longer Assassins. Now there's just like a big fight. So it's like, yeah, that's the game. Because I was trying to think of what game looked like For Honor. Assassin's Creed, that game looks like For Honor. And I'm like, I already played this.
Assassin's Creed is turned into For Honor.
Yeah, but I'm like, I already played this. Why am I playing this again?
This is what For Honor would be if it had a story mode.
Yeah. Which,
in-depth story mode.
Which, speaking of that, they announced DLC for Honor.
Pretty cool.
What were the classes?
Just say they added Dynasty Warrior classes.
Yeah, they did. that pretty much summed it up. It was Dynasty Warrior. If Lu Bu, oh my God, if Lu Bu was in that game, I would have lost it.
That's the only way
I would have been hyped.
That's the only way. Lu Bu's one of my favorite characters. I don't think I ever told you this.
Yep.
And if Albert was watching right now, he would clap.
Ooh.
But Lu Bu is one of my favorite characters in the game ever. Like, he's in my top 20.
He's not I don't think Albert is a huge I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure he's not a huge Lu Bu fan. He likes the families. He's more of like I like this family over like certain characters.
No, I love.
So,
the reason I love Lu Bu.
Oh,
there he is. Look at that man.
There he is.
The reason I love Lu Bu because he's such an
icon.
icon.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk about Square Enix?
What is it?
Did you want to talk about Square Enix? As he walks out of the room the second I said it.
I wish he stayed. Square Enix.
Square Enix. Square Anus.
Square Anus.
Square Anus.
That's
oh
how we need
my
to
God.
give a name. Square Anus. Square Anus is
Square Anus. Oh
but yeah,
my goodness.
I agree with Kyle. Assassin's Creed. I love Assassin's Creed, but they have become more. You don't even climb on buildings no more. It's more riding your horse, and they're making a what do you want to call it? They're making a Witcher-style Assassin's Creed formula now. That's what they've been doing with Assassin's Creed. So
yeah,
I personally think they needed a different direction, but I think they should just take their name away. Don't call it Assassin's Creed no more. Call it the Creed.
Call it Honor Creed.
Honor.
For Creed. For Creed.
For Creed.
For Creed.
But
which the second movie of that's coming out.
Of what?
Creed 2.
You guys seen the show yesterday.
How did I make a Rocky reference out of all that?
The Creed.
The Creed!
I was watching Jurassic Park and I seen that. I was like, okay.
Oh, shit. I got to see the first one still. Yeah. Beyond Good and Evil 2, Assassin's Creed, Mario Odyssey. The Division 2.
Look great.
Looks very good.
It's in Washington, by the way.
In Washington.
That's cool.
Controversial.
Yeah. Can
Maybe
you go
not.
in Trump's house, Trump's room? Is Trump a boss in the game?
Let me tell you, wait, first of all, let me explain something to you, Andre. Because a few years back, when my brother used to live in Washington, D.C., I had the honor and privilege of visiting the West Wing.
Yep.
And I got to see the Oval Office. I got to see all kinds of stuff. You can't take pictures because they don't want that stuff on the internet, obviously. Huge security thing. But I had the privilege of visiting the Oval Office when Obama was in there. If I had visited that when Trump was in there, I'd be in jail right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm like, I would just break his pictures.
Yeah.
But I'd probably go to jail for breaking his pictures.
Just walk down the hallway like this.
That's all I would do. I would just break the pictures that he put in his office. I wouldn't do anything else. I would just break his pictures.
You tell Melania, I'm gonna save you one day from this guy.
Forget no, I don't want Melania. Melania's garbage. Garbage.
So yeah, Division being in DC is pretty big.
Yeah.
I like that they went to a whole nother city because New York was great.
Yep.
So if they keep doing that with everyone, Fallout did that. They copied Fallout formula.
Yeah.
Fallout did that with every Fallout. So
Agreed.
I think Fallout 4 was based in Boston, right?
Fallout 4 was in Boston.
So
it was in Boston.
That gives hope to all the Boston fans. Maybe Division 3.
Be in Boston. Then the next one's gonna be in Chicago.
That'll be hot.
Like a war zone over there as it is.
Already.
Sorry for whoever's in Chicago.
DLC exclusive characters in the sky.
So they showed Skull and Bones, which is one of the games I said I wanted to see. Was Skull and Bones.
Oh,
they showed a lot of Skull and Bones, and yeah, it's better than Sea of Thieves.
It's
in
what
my
a pirate
opinion.
game is supposed to be.
Yep, I agree. It looks fantastic. I can't wait.
They shocked me. I didn't think it would be that good.
Yeah, depending on money, I may pick it up.
When does they get released though?
Oh,
No, they said 2019.
They did say 2019 for Skull and Bones.
Okay.
Transference, new VR game. Creepy. Looks a little creepy. Van's hyped on it. I know he's hyped. He's been huge on VR, so he's hyped on that. But I wanted to save that for the last game because I almost shit myself when I saw this. So they showed Starlink.
Yep.
Starlink, I thought looks cool. I actually did another clip of when they showed Fox.
That was crazy. That was cool, man. That
Dude,
was really cool.
Okay, so right before they showed Fox, or actually while they were showing Fox, I had said like something like, you know, building the ship on your controller looked a little kiddie.
Yeah.
Then they showed Fox, and I was like, I'm sorry, what are we talking about?
He said, I never said that.
I didn't say that. No, I'm
That was cool.
I'm
dude.
buying that. Dude, I was hyped. Because at first, like the last year when they showed it, it looked good. It was a nice little Starfighter open world game. And I was like, this looks actually really cool. I like this. And it was multi-platform. But I was like, yeah, I'm getting it for Switch, regardless. Then they threw Fox in there. Yeah. I'm like, all right, yeah. As if I wasn't going to get it already for the Switch, I'm definitely getting it for the Switch. That thing's going to sell the most on Switch.
It's only going to sell the Switch. I'll tell you right now. The sales on Xbox and PS4, Kyle, going to be like at 30% compared to the Switch.
I will say it like this. I will compare this to the Soul Calibur 2 sales.
Yeah.
Because Soul Calibur 2 sold the best on GameCube at the time.
Like,
yeah. Starfield's going to sell like crazy on the Switch.
I agree.
Everybody's going to get it for the Switch. Nintendo's going to make big bucks with that one.
Perfect game. And it's Star Fox setting. That's what made it so
Dude, yeah, it is Star Fox setting. I can't wait. And that's got a release date of October. So.
Yeah, that's cool.
I can't wait.
We get to play Star Fox, you guys, this year.
I hope they re-release Star Fox from the Wii U on the Switch, though.
Star Fox Zero?
I hope so. Yep. We'll get to that in a minute, though. So Ubi, overall, I hit them with an A. I believe I hit them with an A-. They were very good. They weren't soft at all.
I think I was a B+, but I give them an A- after.
I probably got all my grades wrong. Yeah. If I go back, I'm probably going to have all the grades wrong. But they were fantastic as well. They were not soft this year. And they brought Miyamoto on stage again.
That was cool.
So I was like, I mean, that's an A always. Shigeru.
A-.
Shigeru, my boy.
I agree.
All right, so the next one, Sony. Sony, 9 o'clock. I'm very, 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 very mixed feelings on this.
I got the low hat right now.
Van is still surprised that I still gave it a C+.
Can I tell you something, Kyle?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
When we talked about it, I don't know what I told you I gave it. You and Dan talked.
Yep.
I gave it a score. I believe I gave it a B+.
Yeah.
Somewhere along there. I rewatched them. I had to do some thinking. I said, am I overdoing this?
Yep.
And I thought about it, I said, no, I'm not. Sony gets a C- for me.
C-?
I watched Sony's conference call.
C-?
Now, this is why.
Okay.
They showed 4 games.
Essentially, yeah.
Say this again.
4. 4, not 3.
4 minutes. Spider-Man looked great.
Yep.
Last of Us 2 looked great.
Yeah.
But Kyle, after watching that and think about something you had said, and Van's going to be mad. I wish he was on it right now.
I'll go get him.
I want his reaction.
I'll go get him.
But let me tell you something.
I'm about to go get him right now.
Death Stranding was so underwhelming.
Oh, no shit.
So when
I'm
you
glad.
said that, at first I said, but maybe I just need to see more. Then I thought about it, I said, they showed a lot. But what they showed didn't make me say, ooh.
No.
I just was like.
No. That's what I was trying to tell you guys.
This is the game I could actually get up.
Yeah.
Go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Take a crap. Come back, and if I still see it on, get up again, get a bowl of cereal, and come back at home to lose it.
Yeah. I was trying to tell you. I was trying to tell you guys that.
Am I too extreme about it? I mean, to me, the reason I gave him to beat something because I had, like I said, I went back and rewatched them, and I suggest anyone that's seen it to rewatch the highlights.
Yes.
And really think about what was shown. Like I said, I seen the good, the bad, and on the good terms, the 4 games they showed were good games. Minus one being underwhelming to me. So that leaves 3 good games. Last of Us 2, Spider-Man, and Ghost of Tsushima. Which even Ghost of Tsushima was underwhelming to me. It looked nice and bright. I give it that. But when I seen enemies spawning from behind the rock, like old school games used to do, I was just like, games like Bayonetta and Ninja Gaiden, they have ninjas teleporting in the arena. They got people coming from the ground, or they have demonic things where they're coming from portals. Not actually, the dude fought, and he stands there. You see it, 3 guys run right from behind the rock, like it was like perfectly timed.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt because it's far, it's got a ways to go.
Yep.
But Kyle, I rewatched this conference. I rewatched, and I also see at the end of each thing they show that there were no release windows.
No, not one.
Kyle, that's a no-no.
Not one.
You can't.
Not one, except for Spider-Man.
Only
which we already knew that.
See, you can say what you want about Microsoft. You can say, well, they don't have no games coming this year.
Yep.
We got Forza. That's one, right? But we know that there's games coming out next year because they said 2019 in the release window.
Yeah.
PlayStation didn't say 2019. It didn't say coming soon. Them dudes was just like, we're going to have a dude come out and do a guitar theme from Last of Us, which was pretty cool. But then they wanted to have a 40-minute pause in the middle of their conference, Kyle.
They had all right, so they showed Last of Us 2, and they decided right after Last of Us 2 they do an intermission. An intermission.
You can't have an intermission during E3.
After the first trailer, you're doing an intermission? What the hell was that? I'm like, okay. After the first game, you're going to intermission, and you're going to start. Can I just say this, too? The PlayStation commentators, every time I see them, I want to hit them in the head.
This is them.
I want to.
The screen blacks out. They show the game show. This is them sitting in the room. I mean, sitting on that little stage.
Yeah.
So, how'd you like that?
Yeah. But wait, while they're fake smiling, but they have to say something positive. Now, and this is why it annoys me every single time, because they showed games like Ghost of Tsushima, which was underwhelming to me, and they were like, oh my God, holy moly, that game looks so cool, it's awesome, holy shit. And I'm like, no.
Kyle, that is fanboy. No. Listen, we love our consoles. I'm a fanboy of my system, and I love all consoles. But when you get to the point where you're trying to build up an excitement that we can read as human beings, but that's not real, I don't have a respect for you. So exactly what you just said is another reason my rating all came in. I could go lower, but I'm not because the 4 games they showed look good enough. But that Ghost game, like you just said, underwhelming. Death Stranding, underwhelming. Last of Us looks phenomenal. It also looks like Tomb Raider. But Last of Us looks phenomenal.
It does.
And Spider-Man looks phenomenal.
Yep.
Other than that, somebody please tell me something I'm missing that Sony showed.
I would like for somebody right now to tell me why Sony did not earn a C+.
Say that.
But something better.
Listen.
Someone tell me that, because I'll tell you you're wrong.
Kyle, I need to know if Microsoft had done what Sony did this year, everyone would say it was their worst conference ever. Because the reason I can say that, because when Microsoft did something similar to that, they got crucified. What's the difference between TV, and music, 20-minute long sessions? Yeah, I know everyone's like, oh, they played the theme of Last of Us. That's cool.
Yeah.
But no offense, we don't play Last of Us for the music. Last of Us is a music-based game.
No, it's
then
a horror game.
we get a flute playing by the great. You know, it was great that who they had playing.
Yep.
But we get a guy on here playing the flute to introduce ghosts and shit. I'm like,
Yep.
I could just imagine the people that were there, how they felt. You can try all you want being a Sony fanboy to say, I was so happy with what they showed this year. If I had paid for a ticket this year, Cal, to go to E3,
Yep.
and that's what I would have seen, being at, that's how I rate. If I had paid and went to go to that conference, say me, you, and Van went out there. We went to EA's, we went to Microsoft, we went to all of them. At Microsoft, we would have left like, that was dope. Ubisoft, that was dope.
Yeah.
Sony, we would have all looked at, we would have both looked at Van and been like, Van, what do you think about this whole church setup that they got going on? What do you think
Fan
about
would have been hyped though.
Van would have been like, this is dope.
Yep.
But then when we had to switch over and go to another room to just get mediocre announcements.
Yeah. Well, let me say one thing though. There was one announcement that I lost my shit on.
Of course.
Which was, but a remake.
Yep.
Resident Evil 2.
That was big.
I lost my shit on that because I have not played Resident Evil 2, but they're putting it in the style that I love Resident Evil, which is the Resident Evil 4, and it's
best.
going to be amazing.
That was a big, great, cool announcement.
That was great, but third party.
Yeah. Bro.
Because let's be fair, because people don't rag on when Sony announces third party stuff.
But when Microsoft does
But when Microsoft does it, forget it.
Yeah.
So to be fair, it's third party.
So I'm sticking with that. I dropped two scores down. I rewatched. I was not wow.
I'm about to open the door right now. Go, Van, C minus, Sony. C
Oh
minus.
no, you think Van's not going to watch this and then next Thursday?
Oh, he'll watch this.
Yeah, next Thursday.
Oh, he'll watch this.
Next Thursday we'll be going back and forth because it's Van's console.
Oh no, he gonna watch this after. I'll be like, you better watch our show.
Oh yeah,
it was funny.
He's gonna be.
Oh,
like,
he's gonna be pissed. He'll be like, what the hell is wrong? I'm surprised he ain't on chat right now.
Kyle got the C+ going. I got the C-.
Simply because, you know what's funny too? Before we get off of this, a friend of mine who is a huge horror game fan we saw Death Stranding. I don't know if it's gonna be a horror game, but it looks really like, sci-fi thriller type thing. He told me he looked at it and said the game looked choppy.
It did. It looked like it didn't know.
I didn't even think about it.
It does.
I didn't even think about it. But then I went back and watched it, and I'm like, oh, yeah.
Kyle.
Oh, yeah. It does look choppy.
Listen to me.
It does look choppy.
When they showed that exploration point when they were he's walking through the lane.
I don't even want to talk. No.
I was like, dude, let me show you.
Literally. This is why I tried telling you guys and I'm glad you changed your grade. This dude, they literally showed a walking montage.
Yes.
That's all they showed, was a walking montage. And that's it. And then they showed another cinema scene and the baby again. And I'm like, wow. So I did get my gameplay as a walking montage stuff.
Yep.
So.
This is what it looked like to me for a minute. Not the animation, but how the characters walking around and exploring the planet. I was like, is this an indie game? I'm sitting here looking at it like,
yeah.
What happened? Like, I just was so...
I don't know. Hideo, you better...
You got work to do.
No wonder why he's like the artist.
Listen, Cal,
no wonder why I call him the artist.
Cal, it ain't just us.
Yeah.
It's PlayStation Fit. A lot of people are mad at Death Stranding right now. That's not good, Hideo.
He's got time, though. No release date.
That's my personal feeling. I can't wait to see Vance take on PlayStation. That's his conference. I know he's going to still stick in there.
Oh, you should go get him right now. I'm not even kidding.
Man.
Oh, my God.
We got other conferences to go with.
Well, we got one more.
What we got?
One more. The conference.
Your baby.
The conference, even though it wasn't the best conference. But the conference. Nintendo.
That Twilight on there?
That's the Triforce.
No, I thought I see Twilight in the inner circle.
It might be.
No.
Oh, you don't see the Twilight? But close enough. So Nintendo did their normal direct, per usual. Lasted about 45 minutes. Before we get to, obviously, Smash, which was heavily talked about, we got to talk about some of the other announcements that they brought up. Which, let me go to my lovely, lovely Nintendo list of games. because I don't want to talk about, you know, a certain game right away because I was just like, yay. And I was very, 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 very happy. Oh yeah. So they started off, now that I just saw the list and I saw the first game, they started off with new IP, Damon X Machina. I don't know if it's a new IP, actually. I got to look that up. I feel like that sounds familiar.
I don't know. Maybe anime or something?
It might be. Look that up quick. It might not be a new IP. But very Gundam-ish. Looks very Gundam-ish. Should be quite interesting.
Ex Machina, is it?
Damon X Machina. Not Deus Ex. This dude looked up Deus Ex. Not even close. D-A-E-M. D-A-E-M-O-N. That's what it is. Damon X Machina. But the game looked good. Game looks good. I like the mech aspect of it. Should be quick. It is an anime. Okay, that's what I thought.
But it is also a new IP.
Okay, so new IP. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it from all the people that keep telling me Nintendo needs more IPs. No, they don't. They really don't need any more IPs. They have a shit ton of IPs that they can go and recycle. Yeah. Seriously. And it's super unbelievable. But, so Damon X Machina, they showed. Looks very interesting. I got to see more, though. Got to see more. But the gameplay did look good on it.
That was cool.
Let's see. They did. No, they actually didn't show. Did they show Mario Tennis at all?
I don't recall.
No, they did not. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 DLC. Torna. The Golden Country, which one of the blades is Shulk.
Yeah, that was cool.
Which I was like, ooh, here you go.
I had to get back into
Shulk is back. They did talk about Octopath Traveler a little bit. And then they ran down a ton of games. Most notably, Dragon Ball FighterZ. Fighters. I keep saying it wrong. I keep saying Fighters Z.
No, it's hard not to. I do it all the time.
But Dragon Ball FighterZ on the Switch. Now, I watched a video of how it runs on the Switch. It runs flawless. It looks fantastic on
No
Switch.
way it shouldn't.
I was like, whoa.
No way it shouldn't.
I was like, why did I buy it on PlayStation?
Yeah.
I may double dip.
Well, you're gonna trade it. You're gonna trade it in. So.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm probably not gonna trade it. I might probably will double dip, but that's when I get more money. They announced a couple indie games. They showed Overcooked 2 a little bit, which I know you're hyped on that.
Well, you know I'm the inventor of Overcooked. I tell people all the time. No one knew what Overcooked was.
Yeah, you did bring it up. I give you credit.
I got that game in game preview on Xbox, and I loved it.
Nice.
So now that they're getting it 2, really cool, man. Really cool.
Another one that they showed was the Hollow Knight coming to the already on the Switch. Excuse me, already on the Switch.
Have it.
I gotta pick that up because it looks amazing.
Yep.
And the other one was, I know there was one more. All right, so I've never heard of this one for indie games, but somebody told me like this. It's an arcade game and it's unbelievable, and that's Killer Queen Black.
I want to play that.
Or Killer Black Queen, whatever.
I want to play that game so bad.
It looks really good. After I went back and watched Nintendo, I did go back and watch Nintendo, obviously. But it looks good. I thought it looked really good as far as an indie game. I was like, wow, that looks really good. So, depending on price, we'll try it out. Why not? So as far as other games, Paladins finally on the Switch. Fortnite finally got officially announced.
Well, let's not just do the wink off, because this is the thing about Nintendo.
Yep.
I know to a lot of people, this whole Fortnite and Paladins and them getting games that are already on Xbox PS4 don't seem big. This is big because everyone complained that Nintendo had no third-party support. So now that they're getting it, everyone's like, oh, it is what it is. It's not. No.
Those are the hypocrites.
These are things to celebrate about. I played Fortnite on my Switch portable when I was at the hospital with my grandmother.
Yep.
And that thing kept me busy. That usually takes 4 hours of me just stressed out and drained out. I'm sitting there playing Fortnite on the Switch just to try it. And I had a blast. Personally, I don't care about Fortnite no more. It's boring, lame to me now. But it's still on the Switch. It's portable.
Yeah. You bring it on the go.
I hear people complain about stuff like.
You bring it on the go.
Yeah.
They're only complaining because it's not as powerful as a PlayStation or an Xbox.
People play it on their phones, dude. Right. It's a great game, and now you can play it on the go.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Mario. Okay, so I'm excited about this one. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Adventure.
That's his guy.
Kingdom Battle, excuse me. DLC. Finally, Donkey Kong.
It looked really great.
It does look good. Donkey Kong, obviously, always a heavy hitter, but he's got the ability that some of the other heavy hitters do, that sucks you in, and then you hit multiple characters and knock them all out at once. So quite interesting. I liked how they added the bongos from Donkey Kong. So that's going to be quite interesting. I love it. Speaking of Donkey Kong, new arcade archive game, which is the original Donkey Kong. Now people are going to say, well, yeah, you know, but they've done Donkey Kong on, you know, on the Wii and on the Wii U and that's it. But this is the first time the original arcade version of Donkey Kong is on a Nintendo system.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's in itself a small but huge announcement.
It is.
Because how many people played the original Donkey Kong? Okay, how many of those documentaries that we've seen with the original Donkey Kong? Yep. It's unbelievable, sure. And that's a huge announcement in my opinion. Sure. Huge. So, and then, you know, the Octopath Traveler stuff, Starlink, they showed a little more. The Octo expansion, where you get to be an Octoling. They showed more of that back in March. But I
like that they didn't, because we already seen it all. What else are you going to show us?
Right. Pokemon. Let's go Pikachu, let's go Eevee. So, when me and Van were on, because I think you got cut off, when me and Van were talking about it, he was bringing up things like, you know, oh, I didn't see any trainer battles. But I'm like, there are trainer battles. Because they were distinctly showing trainer battles in the trailers. And I was like, dude, this might get me back into Pokemon Go. It should get me back into Pokemon Go. It makes me walk, which I definitely need to do. My personal things aside, I think it looks good. It's awesome that it takes place in Kanto.
Yeah.
So I like that. The only thing that people are probably going to have a gripe with is the catching system, which is literally the same thing as Pokemon Go, which you don't battle them, you know, throw stuff, and then you throw the ball, and you get them. But it should be quite interesting. I love the fact that they are adding back. I'm just wondering, I think there actually are going to be gym battles in this one.
Probably.
I think I saw Brock in a gym battle, so I'm going to assume that the Kanto gyms are back, but now on the Switch.
They have to do that.
It's going to be awesome.
It looked good, though. I was actually shocked. At first, I didn't care about it.
Yep.
But after seeing it in the explanation, it looked pretty cool. I wish it was back. I wish when we were kids. I wish it was out when we were kids.
What?
Back in the 90s.
How many years have we said that we wanted a legit Pokemon game on the system? Yeah. For years and years and years. And now we're finally going to get it, because this isn't the legit Pokemon game.
Yes.
They already came out and said that.
It's the warm-up.
This is the warm-up. This is your appetizer Pokemon game. Yep. So, yeah, by the way, before I get to the next game, which version are you getting?
Eevee.
Good boy, because I'm getting Pikachu.
I've always been an Eevee.
Good, because I'm my boy Pikachu. My boy is Pikachu. He's one of my top favorite Pokemon. Oh, yeah. I know he's one of the most popular anyway, but I love using, specifically because back in the day I had a Surfing Raichu, because I got Surfing Pikachu in Pokemon Stadium, and I loved it, and I wish I could get him back, but now I can't.
I hear that.
Damn.
I just like Eevee because all the evolutions. I had all the stories and stuff.
Yeah, everybody loves Eevee evolutions and stuff. And then the surprise. And I was very excited. Super Mario Party.
Yes.
Now, a lot of people are probably going to be like, oh, it's Mario Party. No. Let me explain something, because I love Mario Party, but I have lost a little love over the last couple because they tried to do the hand-holding game.
Yeah, where it's like, we're going to help you guide to victory.
Yay, we're going to work together.
If you're not good at video games, don't worry, you still have a chance to get stars.
Yep, we're working together and everything. But then they showed Super Mario Party, and I got hyped.
I was real happy for that.
I went, because I looked at Van, but I was like, is this the old version? Is this old school Mario Party? He's like, yep. And I went, I'm done.
I didn't even
I'm done. I'm like, I'm hyped.
Once I see how the board looked, and I seen how the
how they were moving, I was like, it's old school. Ooh, I was hyped.
And it's 2018.
October 5th, 2018.
Crazy,
Holy shit. That was the one thing that they did between the other two.
Well,
that the other ones didn't do.
I'm going to get into that after this.
So, but Super Mario Party, October 5th, 2018. I can't wait. Yeah. It's going to be, it might be the best Mario Party. The only gripe, though, I have is that you can't do board games online. It's only mini games. But
I don't know. I mean, to me, it's bad, but I can understand why. Because what happens, Kyle, if you're playing with someone and all of a sudden they go to the bathroom? You got to wait for them to come back. And the line. You know, we just play Mario Tennis and see how that worked with the online.
That's true.
I'm cool
so it's probably best that they don't do board game online multiplayer. Because then people got to sit there and play. And you got to hope that they don't disconnect in the middle of it.
Disconnect, because what happens if you're about to win and someone rage quits?
Yeah, rage quits right at the end.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, now that I think about it, no, it's better that they did it that way.
I just don't want it to be big focus on a lot of the Switch screen. Like, I do want it to be like a porn.
But that was dope.
It was insane.
I was like, wait a sec.
That's what they did. Get your phone.
I'm like, they did not do this. They did not take two switches. These are whatever switches, and do this.
Yeah.
We're gonna put them together. We're gonna adjust it. Brr. I'm like, they didn't do that.
No,
they didn't just do that. Yeah. And they did, and I was like, holy.
I was like,
I went,
I just want to be where you can dock it, and if me and my friends want to hold it.
Oh, yeah, you will be. You will be able to.
That's all I'm fine with. I mean,
but I was like, but still, I was just like.
Mario Party was big. And none of us said it. We said it last year.
I said this year that I was like, it was rumored to be coming out next year.
Yeah.
But then they showed that, and I went.
It was like.
Whoa. Like, where did that come from? But I'll take it.
Mario Party.
I will take it.
Mario Party.
So, and then after that, that's when we got into Smash.
Smash.
All huge, heavy focus on Smash. This E3. And wow. All I said was right at the beginning. Every single character.
What's the count, Kyle?
64.
64.
Go figure.
Characters.
Go figure, 64.
Nintendo 64. 64 characters is hefty.
Dude, let me tell you something. Sakurai trolled us right at the beginning because he was like, all right, so here's who's going to be on this game's roster, and they're going to have a number next to it and blah, 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 blah. So he was playing it off like, all right, this is who's going to be on the roster this time, only to find out there were 64 fighters with a 65th that we're going to talk about in a little bit, which I have an opinion on that one. But yeah, and then they were like, every single character, and I was like, every single character? Like, really?
Yes.
Like, whoa.
That was major, dude.
That was huge.
It was major.
And they're bringing it really old school because you have to play the game to unlock them.
And you know how I feel, Kyle, I've been telling you.
Dude.
That's been my only issue with Smash the past few years. They're taking, because it's a competitive scene, and not because of that, because you don't even want the game competitive.
Right.
But I feel like the games have been drained of its fun because now you're just playing and it's like, beat the story mode, you got to do that.
Yep.
I like challenges. Beat hard mode in 3 minutes and do target practice in this and play 20 hours for Mewtwo to appear.
Yeah.
I would like, if they even had the way you unlocked them before, to happen now. I would love that.
I would like to see a Star Space Emissary type thing, in my opinion.
Just better.
I think it would be really cool to see that.
Yeah.
But we'll see. It's coming out. We'll get to that in a minute too. But they showed the 64 characters, and then they were going into some mechanics, which I like some of the mechanics that they did. Because one of the things was the quick jump, where it used to be you jumped and then you had to hit down really fast to do it. Now you can just hit a button to do it. Where it's like, you jump, but then if you hit A, you come down or hit something. We'll figure that out when the time comes. But they got into a lot of mechanics of the game, how it works. Obviously for the new people, how to play and all that other stuff. But then at the end, they showed a 65th character. And yeah, that's when I was like, God damn it. And I was like, what the heck? No. Nope, I was not a fan. Now, the Smash community has been like begging and dying and be like, I really want this guy. Oh my God, I really need him. And oh my God. And then they got him. Yeah. But again, I'm not a fan. Ridley.
To me, it was disappointing.
Now, I'll say this. I know they're not going to have a lot of more characters in this game. Yeah. You already got 64. So you don't expect a shit ton of new characters.
I say 6 all together.
Yeah, but they put Ridley, and I'm not huge. Because he doesn't fit. He never like fit. He's too big.
Yeah, I don't like his look.
He's never really fit. And I'm just like, what the hell?
Just the trailer he didn't fit. Like, he's killing Mario and something.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, Mario and Mega Man. It was just like,
I know.
He actually killed them.
I know.
My sons were watching. It was like, why'd he kill them? I'm like, no.
Because of Ridley.
I was like,
they ain't dead. They ain't dead. Mario and Mega Man ain't dead. Trust me. Mega Man would beat his ass in 2 seconds.
Mega Man is not Samus.
Mega Man, yeah, but Mega Man will just beat his ass
anyway.
anyway.
Destroy Ridley.
Oh yeah, 2 seconds. And then if he's X, forget it.
Yeah.
Ridley just run away.
But yeah, I agree with you, Kyle. I do. Fans have been crying for Ridley.
Crying, literally crying for Ridley.
He's in the game, and I'm just like.
I've been saying it for years. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's clunky. Like I was watching it. And you're already going to be that character that needs a whole bunch of patches. I've seen some of the tail moves he has, and people.
He's going to be so overpowered.
Yeah.
And it's unbelievable. I'm just like, what the hell? So, but, you know, so we got a 65th character.
Yep.
Originally, I thought they were going to show a third-party character because I wasn't expecting the whole every character is in it.
They'll be coming out.
But, oh, no, they will be. We'll see some third.
Crash Bandicoot, watch.
I agree. I've been agreeing with you on that one, Crash Bandicoot, for sure. I would like to see Banjo. But, you know, that's a huge prediction, bold prediction.
That is.
We'll see. But I will say this. Nintendo and Xbox have been doing crossplay on Minecraft.
Have you seen that new trailer that Nintendo and Microsoft did together?
I did not.
They did a trailer together showing crossplay. It was a shot to Sony because Sony.
I thought it was Minecraft, though. Was it Minecraft?
Yeah, it was they were showing.
Oh, okay.
But what they did was they never had a trailer showing people playing like Xbox and Nintendo. They actually made a trailer, and the reason they made it was because Nintendo was really pissed at Sony because Sony said they won't let people crossplay with the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Nintendo was pissed. Like, they actually wrote a statement, and then Nintendo and Microsoft did a commercial together.
So, I'm going to say it like this. So now it's like the unity of me and you right now. It's a good thing. Because this is perfect. It's the unity of me and you, and the PlayStation guy is somewhere out there right now on the floor.
They're too good for us.
Yeah, they're too good for us. You know, Sony, whatever. But, no, I like that. And you want to know something? That's huge to do something like that coming off E3.
It was right after.
Because arguably, Sony had its worst E3 in years.
Kyle, look it up. YouTube,
and they're getting hit hard. So they're going for the jugular right now. Xbox is going for the jugular right now, and Nintendo's kind of helping them with that.
You gotta see it to believe it. I seen the trailer. I'm like, is this fan made? And then I seen that it was actually on Microsoft's page. I was like, oh.
So now it is more possible, in my opinion, after that came out, it is more possible that Banjo might be in this game.
Well, I've been saying this. Phil said he wanted Banjo in this
If Banjo's in this game, I'll lose it. I'll be, oh my God.
I think everyone will.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Other than, Banjo will be the biggest character other than Goku, which I don't want to see Goku.
Ooh, I'm sure there's other characters that a lot of people would probably pick over Banjo, but Goku is unrealistic, especially now with freaking Jump Force.
Jump Force?
Came out? No. I'm sorry. And I wouldn't even want Goku in the game anyway.
I agree.
In my opinion. But a lot of people would disagree.
So
I know.
After we watch it, Kyle, what would you say now? You watched first, and I think you gave your conference what did you give them?
I gave it a B+.
After we watch, how do you feel?
Same.
Okay.
Only because this. I was not expecting any gameplay, I will say this, any gameplay from Metroid or Bayo. But at least Yoshi, I was expecting something,
yeah.
and I didn't see anything. I was expecting something from Yoshi because they showed something last year, but now there was nothing on Yoshi this year. I was expecting something Yoshi, at the very least. But Bayo and Metroid, I was like, no. Even Pokemon, I was like, no, there's no way, because they're talking about, let's go Pikachu, let's go Eevee. They're not going to show that at all, which I don't blame them. I'm not taking the Pokemon part away. But Yoshi should have been shown. And the only other thing that they should have, I think in my opinion, should have talked about, but they'll probably do it in a direct right before, is the online.
Yeah.
Because they've kind of talked about it, how like you can play some NES games and get online leaderboards. That's what I'm going to assume it is, online leaderboards. But they didn't emphasize anything this time. And I get you're going to do game, but the thing is, it was like game, Smash.
Yeah.
And then they did run off a huge list of games, which they always do. They always do a running trailer of it. But to not see anything Yoshi and maybe not even mention, maybe they should have mentioned Metroid or Bayo, like, you know, give it a little update, maybe artwork.
I think a cinematic trailer would have been fine.
Cinematic trailer, yeah, it would have been cool, but I think it's a little too early even for that. Especially Bayo, only because Bayo was announced 6 months ago, where Metroid was announced a year ago. I guess if we had a little bit of an update, it would have been cool. But at the same time, I wasn't expecting really anything from the two.
Yeah.
But Yoshi, again, I was expecting something, and they didn't show anything. So, but the release dates for this year was big. I really liked that. And, you know, Smash killed it. Super Mario Party was a shocker. And just a lot of Fortnite. Some third-party stuff like Dragon Ball FighterZ coming. You know, they're doing really good on third-party. So, guys, you know, the Nintendo haters out there who are ragging on them third-party, they're doing it. So you can't really say anything at this point. I'm in agreement with you. I'm going to say B+ though.
I'm in agreement with you. I don't think, I know people like nothing on some of the new games, and I did want to see it, but the thing that they beat out Microsoft and Sony with was release days, and a lot of those games are this year.
That was the thing that they beat Microsoft and Sony on was release dates for this year. And that's what Nintendo does.
Yeah.
And I kind of forgot about that because of what they did last year. But I read an article. They're like, normally we talk about games that are going to be coming out like that year. Whereas last year was different because it was a Switch and it's a new system. So they want to get hype on it, which I get. So they're actually really smart on doing that.
Yep.
At the same time, it is when you do announce something like that the previous year, now people are expecting it. That's why Nintendo's smart with not doing that stuff.
19 games coming out in 2019.
19? Yeah.
Microsoft.
Yep.
7.
Sony.
4.
Yep. And one of them Spider-Man.
One of them is Spider-Man.
So Nintendo, yeah. See, that's the thing. Nintendo just pump.
So that's why I had to give them I have to be in that B+ range. The only reason why I give them an A because, like you just said, we should have seen a little something. I don't care for screenshots on Metroid.
Yeah.
Bayo, I didn't expect. That was just me wanting it.
Yeah.
But Metroid, I agree, and the Pokemon, something. But once I started watching it, I said, they're not going to show us. They already showed these things. And then the Smash Brother thing was just so long. I feel like that could have been a whole direct by itself.
Right.
And not a waste, but
you know, now that you said that number, you know, I'm still giving it a B+ only because I thought they were going to show online. If they said something about online, it would have been an A.
Oh yeah.
But
a lot of unopened doors. They just left them. They didn't feel like going into
But they got directs. We'll see that in the future. Yep. Okay, so to wrap things up, overall grade of E3. What is your overall grade?
Overall, my grade for E3 this year is a C. And I'm going to say C because C stands for average.
Yep.
It's average.
For me, the problem was there was a lot of really huge announcements, but then a lot of huge disappointment. That's where you can kind of even it out. Yeah. Overall, I give it a C+. I think the one that really brought it down was Square Enix.
Oh my God, that was a whole grade.
EA just
that was a half a grade.
Half a grade. Sony,
That was 2 grades. 3 grades.
Yeah. But, you know, Bethesda did good. Xbox did good. Nintendo did good. And Ubi did good. So, 4 out of the 7 conferences were good. The other 3, lackluster. So, for me, because, you know, more conferences did better than, you know, less conferences, I'll give it a C+ at that point. So,
if anyone says this E3 is hey, they're crazy. And if anyone,
but it's still a good E3. There was still a lot of good announcements.
It was good.
And showing Mega Man gameplay afterwards, by the way, after E3. I saw that. I was dope. That was dope. I was hyped. So E3 2018 is officially now history.
Gamescom's next.
Gamescom is next. Going to be interesting. Now, last year, Gamescom had a huge announcement with Biomutant, which we haven't seen anything on that either.
How about Biomutant? Ain't that EA?
We haven't seen anything.
Who makes Biomutant?
That'd be funny if it was BioWare.
Is it BioWare?
No, it's not.
No, it's EA, I thought.
Biomutant. Who makes Biomutant? Let's see.
That's the game I kept saying. I feel like there's a game missing. Plants vs. Zombies is missing too. They're supposed to announce it with Plants vs. Zombies.
Yep.
Rockstar, I can't be mad at them with Red Dead because they don't really show it to you.
THQ Nordic.
Oh, that's wise. They're in trouble already.
Makes Biomutant. Oh, they're fine. They're fine.
Did they sell out? Did they sell like?
No, the regular THQ sold out a long time ago. Okay. THQ Nordic is different. Okay. Still, it's THQ, but it's a smaller.
Darksiders 3?
We didn't see any Darksiders 3.
That came out a release window of this year.
Yeah. We're going to have to figure it out. I know. Let me see. Before we go, Darksiders. Darkstalkers. Darksiders.
3.
I get Darksiders and Darkstalkers. Always confused. I don't know why. Oh, which is also THQ Nordic.
So THQ Nordic is just like...
THQ Nordic is trying to absolutely crush it right now. Release in 2018. So no date yet.
So it's not coming up.
It could be delayed.
Yeah,
we didn't see anything in that either. But then again, that's THQ Nordic. That they're smaller but bigger studio still. Hopefully we see something more. We'll probably see something more at Gamescom. It's European. A little more incentive over there for that specific company. So yeah, again, that wraps up E3 2018 for this year. Gamescom is next. You know, we'll see what happens in the near future about more releases like Life is Strange 2. Maybe we'll see more Last of Us 2. Maybe Sony will improve.
They haven't done anything after E3. That's what's crazy to me.
They have done nothing, but they're probably waiting for the Sony experience in December.
Ferguson on Xbox Insider was talking about Gears, talking about how far along they are, what a release window is for it. I mean, gotta love that guy.
Ferguson, Rod's on point. Yeah. Rod's on point when it comes to that stuff. So, all right, guys, we're done for today.
One question for you.
Yes.
Your game of E3.
Oh, I was going to say that. I was going to think of top 5, but my game of E3 is not Cyberpunk. No.
Mine's either.
It's not Cyberpunk, good God. It's tough. It's tough, but you want to know something? Only because it's got up, by the way, release date, December 7th. Smash is my game of E3.
I can't argue with that. Mine's just Gears 5, but I can't argue with Smash.
It's tough. It was that or Gears. And I'm going Smash only because we saw a shit ton of stuff on Smash.
We know everything about the game besides the online.
Yep.
And what the story's going to be.
Yep, if there's a story.
Yeah.
So, but yep, Smash is mine.
All right.
And Gears is yours?
Gears 5 is mine.
All right. All right, guys, that is it for PCG Live Special. Normally, we don't do this on Saturdays. We usually do this on Thursdays at 6 p.m. We will be on this Thursday because this man and Van will be in here while I'm sitting at home still on my MacBook because I still need to get all my stuff on my PC.
Yes.
But hopefully I will get that soon and done with so that way we can get the ball rolling with that on my PC. But, guys, until Thursday, we will see you all later. Peace.